Welcome to CGTN. I'm Gao Ang, and today I'm now at China Railway Rolling Stock Corporation, or CRRC Sifang. We are going to take a tour around Qingdao Sifang and also to explore the past, present, and future of China's high-speed trains. And today I'm joined by Mr. Dai Xulong, engineer at CRRC Sifang. And we are now standing in front of the Bayi, China's first steam locomotive after the founding of New China in 1949. Yeah. So, Mr. Dai, could you tell us a little bit more about the train here behind us?
Sure. So this one is this black thing is the Bayi steam locomotive, the real first locomotive that is manufactured and designed by Chinese people. You know, back to 1949, there is no locomotive that's really made in China. But this one puts the end to the history that China cannot manufacture the locomotive on their own.
I see. And also it's the real car of Bayi, right?
Sure. So this is a real size, and this one is the one that was manufactured in July of 1952.
Mm-hmm. And also tell us more about the wheels here.
So the wheels is very funny. In fact, the whole traction system is very funny. It's very different from the high-speed train. You know, the steam locomotive was powered by the coil burning, and then to generate the steam, and then to power the motor. That's why we need very big wheels for transmission of the traction force to the whole car body.
I see. And also, since it's so heavy, we may wonder, like, how fast could it be?
So first we talk about the weight. The weight of this one is 92 tons. It is almost the double of the weight of Fuxing EMU car.
Wow.
But the speed is, you cannot compare them because for the high-speed train, it is more than 350 kilometers per hour during the operation. But this one is only 80 kilometers per hour. But for nowadays, it's not really fast. But back to its days, in 1952, it's really high speed.
I see. As we can see over there, right there is the Hexie bullet train,
Yes.
right? So quite a contrast between the past and also the present. So tell us more about the Hexie bullet trains.
So this one is the really high-speed train, the Hexie, the Harmony one. Well, this one, someone also call it silver bullet because
it's like silver bullet.
Yes, it's fast like a bullet and it's painted in silver. As its name indicates, this one, the CRH 380A, has a design speed of 380 kilometers per hour. And the CRH represents the China Railway high speed.
I see. And also we heard another term that we usually mention when we talk about high-speed trains, that is the trial speed.
Yes.
So what are the differences between these two?
So generally, the design speed means even in full loading capacity, the train can still run in very stable and reliable condition on severe track conditions. But for the trial operation, it is more like something to exploit the upper speed limit of this type of train.
I see. And also I wonder, because the train is independently designed by CRRC Sifang, so share with us any information about that.
Well, so since 2004, China and railway industry has started the process called introduction, digestion, absorption, and re-innovation. From this process, we are one of the leading parties to do it. And during the whole process, we developed not only the 200 kilometer per hour series, but also the 350 kilometers series.
And that's a wide range of speeds.
Yes, because you know in China we have so many different cities. Some major cities like Beijing and Shanghai, some small cities like Dezhou and Qingdao may be one of them. So we need to cover all of them. Sometimes we need different speed levels. That's why we have so many different speed levels.
I see. And let me go back to the previous question about the trial and then the design speed. So what are why we have like two kinds of speed, and what's the significance behind this?
The design speed is more like to ensure the safety and reliability. But with the trial speed, you can try to reach what is the limit of this kind of wheel and rail train. You know, the CRH 380A, it maintains a world record.
A world record?
Yes, for trial operation speed. It was achieved in 2010 on Jinghu line, which is from Beijing to Shanghai. Yes, we achieved that really high speed, and is until now, no one can break it.
So what's that? Like what's the speed specifically?
It's sorry to mention it. It's 4,086.1 kilometers per hour.
400. It's 486, right?
Yeah, 400.
That's so fast.
Yes.
And also, I know like CRRC Sifang boasts the world's largest manufacturer of high-speed trains, and also over 40% of China's high-speed trains come right from here. So what's the secret behind this?
For the secret, first we need to take a look at the history. In the history, we adhere to the spirit of plain living and hard struggle, and now we adhere to more a spirit called self-innovation.
Of course.
This is the key for our current achievements. This is how we manufacture the high-speed train like CRRC 88 and also the Fuxing EMU. And do you know that Fuxing EMU is also called the China Standard EMU?
Oh, I have heard about a little bit, but for more like why we have a Chinese standard.
You know, during the design of the trains, we need to refer to the different standards. We have European standards like EN standard, DIN standard, some Japan standard like GRS standard. But when we refer to them, we find many conflicts between them. So we decide that we need our own Chinese standard to build our own trains.
I see. That's really making sense. And today, we're heading to our next station of today's trip, and that will be a VR center of the Fuxing Bullet Train. So let's go now.
So
I heard about that. The VR center is super cool. Tell us more about that.
So the virtual reality is something a really hot word in recent years. It is applied not only for the games but also for engineering design. So this VR center is used to use the VR technology to simulate how you do the design, how do you mount the components to the car, and how do you verify the mounting.
I see. And also the Fuxing Bullet Train in 2017, it operated at 350 kilometers per hour and making it the fast train in the world in commercial use. And also if that speed may sound a little bit abstract, imagine that one can move almost 100 meters in only 1 second, right?
Yes.
That was like flying.
Yes. And you can compare it with your automotive. You know, on your car, you can see on the speedometer of your car, you can see the speed like 250 or even 300 kilometers per hour. But you can only drive at even just 120, even on the highway.
Yeah.
But the high-speed train is almost 3 times as fast as that. And it's very comfortable. It's very cool with a free air conditioning system.
Of course.
And with very wide seats.
And what about like the future of the high-speed train? Will that be the Maglev train?
Yes, so the future, we are still exploring about the future technologies. But we believe the Maglev technology is definitely one of them.
So how fast is that?
Well, we are developing a 600 kilometer per hour Maglev train. This train is one of the key projects of the 13th five-year plan.
Okay.
So you know our the country channels a lot of funds and efforts to develop the new cutting technologies, and this is one of it.
Sure, and so now we're heading to our next stop, and that will be a VR center. Then we can experience how is it like inside a Fuxing Bullet Train, right? And also for those who just tuned in, this is CGTN's live streaming in CRRC Sifang, and we're now doing a tour inside one of the world's not one of, but the world's largest manufacturer of high-speed trains.
Correct.
Over 40% of China's high-speed trains come right from here.
Yes. You know, in China, the high-speed railway mileage is more than 37 kilometers.
1,000 kilometers?
1,000 kilometers.
That's so cool.
Yes, it occupies more than 2/3 of the global high-speed railway mileage. And 44% of all the high-speed trains running on the Chinese high-speed railway lines are produced by us. So as you said, we are definitely the #1 in the whole world.
Yeah, of course. And also, we think we welcome. You are free to leave any comments or question for us. And now we're arriving at the VR center, but we'll get back to you later after our second stop.
So here we are, the virtual reality center. Please mind your step.
Of course. Thank you.
In fact, this whole building is not only the virtual reality center, but it's also the office for our engineers.
I saw people working here before. So what kind of what kind of job they're doing.
So generally, for our high-speed train, we have three systems. It's the bogie system, the bogie system, the carbody system, and the remaining mounting of them. So our engineers, some responsible for the bogie design, some responsible for the carbody
So
design.
it's mainly for design.
Yes.
And now we're coming to the VR Center. 你好，董老师，董工。
你好，
你好。This is Dong Qingjing, and she's also an engineer at CRRC Sifang. And today she's going to take us a tour and try to experience all the cool stuff behind us. Take a closer look.
虚拟现实中心，我给大家介绍一下。
So here we're going to give a very brief introduction of how it works here.
那虚拟现实中心呢，是我们公司建设数字化驱动型企业的一个重要的组成部分。
So it's quite a major part of, yeah, you can look at me. This is quite a major part of CRRC Sifang's design and also manufacture of high-speed trains.
在这里面，我们是进行一个数字化设计、评审、验证，像用户体验这些方面的一些工作。
明白。So here are two major functions, and one of them is to have the digitalized design of trains, and also the other is to improve user experience. Use all this virtual reality system.
然后我们到这个系统当中来，
好的
我们来体验一下，这是我们的一个数字化样车评审的一个过程。
So it's kind of like a digitalized model car Fuxing bullet train, and we're going
然后
to.
您需要拿一个那个3D 眼镜。 这2个眼镜其实是有区别的。
Yeah.
我们这个是带跟踪球，
Yeah.
它可以定位我们在这个环境当中的一个主视角的位置。
So we have like two kinds of glasses, as you can see here, and the difference is that it has some little balls here that helps track our location during all the system. And then Ms. Dong will wear this and try to take me through all the tracking experience and also to experience what it was like.
对，我们套这个拖鞋，是因为这是一块地幕，就跟我们的屏幕是一样的，也是起到一个保护的作
And
用。
as you can see, we're also wear such big shoes is to protect the screen and avoid any kind of damage because it's also screen here. It's not only a floor. So
那么我们具体来给大家讲一下我们这个
it feels so
这个数字
exciting.
样车评审的一个过程。
So now we're wearing the glasses, and as you can see, she's much cooler.
我们这套系统最主要的功能就是用于一个设计样车的一个评审，以及生产以及制造的一个过程。那么在这儿我给各位演示一下，我们是怎样进行数字样车评审工作的。
So it's mainly like a model car, digitalized model car Fuxing bullet train. And today we're going to show you how is it like how does it work for improving user experience.
我们现在看到就是我们公司设计、生产、制造的一个复兴号，一个动车组的这样的一个数字样车。那么我们在这套系统当中呢，可以来1比1的去验证整个车的体量，包括它外观的一个配色，内饰的空间布置等等，都是在这套系统当中可以来完成的。
明白. So there's one thing super excited that you can change the color and also the pattern outside the car. 那我们换一下颜色看看好吗？可以走近然后。
我们具体的换一个角度吧，我们换一个角度到站台的位置，这是
So
站
we're at
台
the platform right now,
乘客的视角，我们在这儿看。
and we're just passengers in real life.
对
If you 我如果想要它蓝色和黄色都可以。
对，我们在这里面都是可以的。
So as you can see, it can be orange now or blue.
我们还可以根据客户的需求，不同线路它的需求，客户他们都有不同的需求，然后我们在这儿进行一个定制化设计、涂装方案的设计。
So Ms. Dong told me that like based on the preferences of users, we can have it a lot of different colors, more than this, and then because it travels between different cities, so it will just fit into the environment, and it's very cool. And 我们能进去看一下吗？
可以，我们到那个车门的位置。
好的。
稍等一下。
So now I think
我
we're
们到车门的位
walking
置。
outside the door. It was just like real, 就像生活中那样。
对，就是1比1的沉浸式的一个感受。
It's like the actual size of that of the real life. So
对
wow,
现在我们
it's
车门
open
打
now.
开，到车内饰里面来。
It's the interior design of the car, the train. 我们
在这里面就可以更直观的看到一些车内的空间布置，包括我们车门的高度。前方这是我们的饮水机，然后再往前走，这就是洗手台。
So we're heading to bathroom right now, which is super convenient and useful sometimes.
这边就是一等客室。
And then here is the first class, as you can see. 这个也可以换颜色，是不是？
这个可以换，然后后面我给大家介绍一下吧。我们先一个一个来，先看司机室吧。
好，
我们
we're
定
now
点到
heading
司
to the
机室。
driver's cab.
对，这就是司机室了。现在我们就是以司机的视角来观看整个车前方的一个视野的可达性。我们铁路上有我们高低视野线的可视标准，我们要看在这儿是否满足我们高低视野线的可视标准。
明白。So here we are at the driver's cab, and as you can see, we can have all the vision a driver needs. For example, the front and the left and the right. And this has helped the driver try to see if those kind of the requirements in the design really fulfill those in a real life. So it can test without really making out the car without manufacturing. So it saves a lot of time and energy, definitely.
然后包括我们当司机入座的时候，然后我们来验证这些司机按钮以及操作手柄的可达性，
明白。
这些都是我们需要来验证的。其实我们司机室的内部更注重安全性的验证，以及功能性这样的验证。
So besides the vision there, we can also see if the driver could reach all the buttons and also all the handles right here, and to see if it's safe enough. So safety concerns is definitely one of the most needed one right here and for the design.
我们整个司机室整个设计严格按照各项的标准来的。
So every kind of designs just fits into the strict requirement of those in a real life. 所以我们现在去不好意思。
对，没有，就是我们整个设计呢，就是整个色调都是一个灰白色调，这样的设计就是防止外界光源照射到这些设备上产生的一个反光和眩光，影响司机的驾驶。
所以灰白色能够更好的
对。
防止这些
反光和眩光的产生，影响正常驾驶。
明白。And Ms. Dong also told me that all the design color of the driver's cab is white and gray, as you can see here, and also it's the same with the real life. And because this will help preventing like the outside light or the sunlight being too dazzling, that it may affect the driver's vision or affect safety definitely.
OK， 我们下一个角度吧，我们下一个角度，然后到商务客室。
So now we're heading to business class.
对，商务客室。我们的商务客室其实更注重的就是为高端客户提供这样的一个需求。
明白。Just for high-end users, and it's super cool. I've never taken business class actually.
在这里面就在这个系统当中。我们可以来验证整个车空间的一个布置，这也是我们需要验证的一个
明白，就让他们是不是舒服这样。
对，整个布置是否符合我们正常活动的一个空间区域。
明白。So here you can see if there's enough room space and how it feels like for the high-end users and also for those who take in the business class. 我们这个还可以换颜色，是不是？
对，因为我们有我们的一个专门为车内饰相关材料制造的一个材料库，我们在这里可以直接调用材料库的一些信息，在这里面进行切换、选择，然后节约了我们生产实物模型车的成本。
明白。So they can change color according to users' preferences, and then because it's virtual reality, so you don't have to manufacture a real car to test out these, but also we can just try them and see if we like it in such a virtual reality space. 所以我们往前走一点吧。
我们到一等客室吧，直接我们切。对，
很快
这个了，对，
一
下子就可以了。
And we're back at the first class.
我们在这里面，包括我们的一等客室的座椅，有更多的材料进行选择。
So materials, patterns can also be changed here. 这个紫色。好像不如刚才的那个颜色好看。
我们可以根据客户的需求，然后来选择他们想要的一个颜色。另外，我们还可以跟车外观的一个那个涂装方案的设计进行参数化匹配设计，都是我们可以定制化设计的。
我记得这个灯是不是也可以
变化？对，灯也是可以。我们这个可以根据整个车厢的一个色彩氛围，进行包括墙板都是可以的。
那麻烦你再给我们演示一下这个。So here, not only you can change the color of the chairs here, the pattern, but also you can change the light and also the wallpaper. So it goes to fit out the outside design of the train and also the interior design to make it consistent with each other and then feels comfortable. So this is quite efficient Because as I said before, you don't have to make a real car to achieve all this, to experience all this, but just in a virtual reality space.
对，那么这就是我们这套系统最主要的功能。刚刚前面也讲到了很多。那么我们这套系统其实最主要的功能呢，就是给客户提供一个这样数字化样车评审的一个平台。我们节约了生产实物模型车这样的一个过程以及成本。
明白。我们可以往前面走一走，这边可以走。
往这边走吧。我们往这边走吧，好吧。
So let's walk from there. So Ms. Dong just told me that one of the major function or the most important one is to provide a platform to test, to give a user experience, to improve user experience without making a real car, and actually saves a lot of time and energy of building a new car or a real car here, but also use this virtual reality technology to achieve the goal. 所以这个可以到后车吗？还是都是到前？
对，稍等一下，我这个定位它因为数据量太大了，它这个定位有时候会有点问题。
Yeah, so as you can see,
然后帮我切到一等科室。
So as you can see, it's a 2D dimensional. It's for audience view, but for generally it's a 3D. And when we wear the glasses, what we see is quite clear and quite simple. It's a 2D dimensional.
对，现在就可以了。我们在这边。
好的。So I have to follow her vision to walk inside. 这我们就在往后退，是吧？
对，因为我想尽量避开那个位置。好，在这儿我们可以就是正常的，
It's like a real car, to be honest.
像正常行走一样这样的一个状态
And
进
just like
行。
walking in a cabin, as you
对
can imagine.
我们可以一个一个小部件的进行验证。客户的验证可以没有我们这么粗略的去讲，但是我们都是一个一个按照标准来的，一个一个零部件的进行验
So
证。
when they really carried on the user experience evaluation system, they just test every component inside the car and to see if they fit the requirement and if the user likes it. And today we're going to do a rough or like brief introduction of that, but in a real scenario of user experience evaluation, it will be a lot more detailed.
那么，这就是我们现在公司所做的一个虚拟现实方面的一些工作。我们还有很多工作，那今天就给各位介绍一些。
谢谢您，特别感谢。So thank you, Ms. Dong, for joining us and our live streaming about this virtual reality tour. It's super cool and very fun. And welcome to join us if you have time. 好，谢谢您。哎，我把这个还给您。
这个，我这个呢？
没关系。So we're heading to our next stop, right?
Yes.
And that will be the future of China's high-speed trains.
So today we reviewed the history, we see the present, the cutting-edge technologies, and we see the future, we will see the future, which is the carbon fiber metro vehicle. And
A carbon fiber metro.
Yes.
How's it like?
So because the carbon fiber, the natural color of it is black. So it's generally the car looks black, but it's a very nice pattern on the surface. You will see it.
I see. That's so exciting. And what about the other one I heard about? We have another very interesting one. It's a Maglev Train.
Yes, the Maglev Train is a very important project, not only for our company, but also for the whole country. Because we are exploring the future technology for rail transportation, and we think this is one of the directions.
And I think you just mentioned it runs about 600 kilometers per hour. That's
Yes.
so fast.
Yes, you cannot compare it with the high-speed trains. High-speed trains are only 350.
But they're still like the world's fastest in
Yes,
commercial
yeah,
use, right?
yeah.
So right here, we just arrived. Take a look. It's super cool, although it's just a model car. But yeah, let's get out.
Okay, mind your steps.
I'm so excited, and I can't wait to see it. Oh my God.
So this one is our high-speed Maglev Train with a design speed of 600 kilometers
Oh
per
my
hour.
God. That's so fast. And
We can
also, tell us more first about the shape.
Yes.
Like, why it's shaped this way?
Yes. Generally, for the design of the train, you need to pay a lot of attention on the shape design, especially for the head and for the nose. Well, very fortunately, we
Let's
have
take a closer
another
look.
Fuxing EMU there. You can compare the shape difference. For the high-speed maglev, we can see very obvious streamlined
Yes, of
design.
course.
This is very effective to reduce the air resistance during the train running. because when the speed is low, like 100, the mean resistance of resistance comes from the friction between the wheel and rail.
I see.
But for this one, because it's magnetic levitation, so it's free of friction.
I see. And also, it's also independently designed by Chinese, right?
Yes. This is one of the 13th five-year plan of our country. And we pay so much effort and channels a lot of engineers and resources to develop this train.
So has it been ever put into use so far?
Not yet, but last year we have finished the trial running of this
see.
train. It is successfully levitated and run at not so high speed, but at a good speed.
Of course, and we are seeing some comments here. Someone, Davy said high tech in the video, and then Django said, holy moly, so it's this VR, so that's what the one we just talked about, right?
Guys, let's now move back to our future technology, not only the virtual
said,
reality.
let's work hard to make a better future, so that's definitely true, right? And I heard about that when we travel on a Maglev train, traveling from Shanghai to Beijing will take only 3 hours. Tell us more about that.
Yes. Now, if you take the high-speed train, it's 4 to 5 hours, and the railway stations is generally also very far away from the city center because they make a lot of noise.
Of course.
But with the Maglev train, it will be possible that the railway station...
silent, right?
Yes, will be right in the city center. You can take a transfer from the high-speed train to the local metro system in just a few minutes. It will make the long-distance traveling more attractive for you compared with the civil aircraft.
I see. And also there's someone asked that tell something about the engine's working system. So what about this one?
This one is very special because it's magnetic levitation. So generally we will have a guide rail and also the levitation frame. The levitation frame is used to levitate by magnetic force above the ground, above the track surface by 10 millimeter.
Oh.
So this is the levitation, and the guide rail is used to ensure the train will always be running in the right position, to ensure that the guide rail and the bottom will not contact the surface of the track.
Of course, so that's called like levelated.
Yes.
So does the engine work the same with other like Fuxing or Hexie Berlin trains?
It's very different. If you check the inside of the motor, it contains the rotor and the stator. But for this one, the structure is completely different. The rotor and the stator are in different shape. One is laid plain on the track, another one is attached on the surface of the levitation frame.
I see.
So it's with very complex physics principles, and then it starts to move.
I see. And also I know there's one put into use in Pudong Airport. Is that true?
Yes, we have a high-speed maglev from Pudong Airport to Longyang Metro Station in Shanghai. The whole length is 30 kilometers long, but it takes only like 5 minutes to finish the whole trip. Yes.
That's so fast. Have you ever taken that?
Personally, for me, no. It's really a pity.
I see. And I think definitely when we have chance to see the Maglev train between Shanghai and Beijing, I'll definitely buy a ticket, and so it will take only 3 hours to travel from the country's political hub to the financial hub. That's super exciting. And now we're at the carbon fiber metro, right? And take a look, it's all black.
Well, the Bayi steam locomotive is also black, but the reason is completely different. For that one, because the casting components are naturally black. But for this one, because the carbon fiber are made of this kind of special material.
Can I touch it?
Sure. They are made of the fiber. The fiber are laid out in different directions, and then we infuse the resin inside of them. Then we got this kind of very special material.
I see. And how it works, and like how it's being made out?
Yes. So for the new material, we have a joint research center. It's called Sino-Germany Joint Research Center. Its focus is the new materials. So the material for this train is one of the fruitful result from our joint research center.
I see.
And
so the material.
Yes.
I see.
The material is one of the key points for our train Another key point.
But what's the benefit of the carbon fiber? Like, how is it
yes.
better than other kind of materials used for metro?
Yeah, you know, previously the main material for the car body is the carbon steel, which is very heavy and it's not good for energy saving. And then we developed the stainless steel, which is a little bit lighter. But then we have the aluminum alloy, which is even better. But no one of them can compare with the carbon fiber.
Why?
Because now, for example, for our car body, after we use the carbon fiber for the whole car body, the weight saving is up to 30%. And then for the bogie structure, we apply the carbon fiber for the bogie frame. It means the cross beams and the lateral beams. The weight saving for the bogie system is 30%.
Oh, so that's a huge
Yes.
decrease of the weight.
Yes, it's not only the decrease of the weight, but also we can save a lot of energy.
Yeah, of course. It's like very environmentally friendly.
Yes.
And also, I think you showed me the light yesterday, right? Can we go back a little bit about that?
Sure.
So this is one thing super cool about the car is that you can tell how many people are in there according to different colors of the car.
Yes.
So
here you can see we have two vertical light fields.
Okay.
So it is able to show 3 colors. So generally it's green. When it is green, it's telling you that this car has few people. Please feel free to get on board.
Of course.
Yeah. When it is yellow, it means, well, we already have a lot of people inside. Please, you may want to take another one.
Of course.
If it's red, you'd better just take another
So it's
one.
like a warning.
Yes.
So I guess like every 9 or 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning will be red and then just change another car.
Yes.
So I can't wait to take one.
Yes, it is also very helpful to improve the getting on and getting off efficiency.
Of course. And now we're getting inside. It's like the future of the train. Oh my
Yes,
God.
with so many
It's
lamps.
so cool.
Yes. So another thing I think you will notice the
Yeah, of
moment
course.
we enter this saloon is the temperature.
Yeah, the temperature.
Yes.
It's definitely a lot cooler than outside since I'm not sure about the temperature, but here it's definitely cooler.
Yeah.
So tell us more about the temperature system.
So this train is equipped with the smart air conditioning system. It will monitor automatically the exterior temperature and also the interior temperature, and to control and adjust the temperature automatically.
I see. And we have a friend online asking how much for the carbon fabric train.
The price, something like that? Well, the price is, you cannot compare them with the general metro vehicle made of stainless steel.
Will it be super expensive?
Because of the material.
Yeah,
The
of course.
material is more like the key technology for this one.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, and also someone said it's super lightweight and
Yes,
it looks
correct.
so cool. And then the window, right? I think that's another thing we mentioned before.
Yes.
So what's so special about the window?
You may notice that from exterior we cannot see the interior, but from interior we can see very clearly
Wow,
of the
yeah.
exterior. And you will
right
notice
there.
that we are playing the
my God.
video on the window. This is because, yes, wow,
Oh.
you already found the secret of it. This is because we use the smart window system. So this window can be used as a pad in bigger size.
Oh, so it's like a pad in a bigger size.
Yes, it has a control system. Like we have different apps like news, or even you can book the ticket for the next trip.
But why don't they didn't move when I touch it?
I think maybe our engineer restrict the authorization to it.
Okay, that's fine. But in the real scenarios, it
Yes.
definitely move. And what can we do besides booking a ticket on a window?
We can also use to display the weather information.
The weather information.
Yes, a lot of information. Or the operator can use them to do the advertisement.
I see. And just by touching it.
Yes.
But there was one thing I worry about is like everyone trying to touch it. So that would be a little bit chaotic, but still very worth to look forward into.
Yes.
And then now the driver's cab.
Well, technically, we do not have a driver's cab because we do not have a driver here. This is because we apply the fully automatic train operation technology. Generally, for the automatic train operation, we have different levels, from level 1 to level 4. And for this one, we apply the level 4, which is the highest one.
I see. So no one's driving there, right?
Yes.
It's still safe.
Yeah, of course. So basically, from the morning when the train move out of the depot to finish the whole day service, and then it move back to the depot, we do not need anyone on guard.
I see.
So
So
it's very safe
and it's also it will be also easier for the operation center, right?
yes.
So they can track wherever it goes.
Yes, on this train we have a smart operation and maintenance system. So this train will send the signal of its location on real time back to the operation control center. And if there's anything wrong, for example, there's a potential risk like the temperature of the axle or the bogie goes too up, then it will also inform the operation control center.
Yeah, we have a friend ask Code Nate said that the maintenance will be easier.
Sure.
Is that what you say?
Yes, the maintenance will be much easier. First, we have less equipment, for example, for the cab. So the maintenance will be already be reduced by a lot. And then the carbon fiber has very good resistance. It do not need any painting on the surface.
Oh, okay.
So we do not need to repair the painting every like 5 years or 8 years.
So it's just the color of itself, and
Yes.
it doesn't need painting to protect it.
Yes.
Oh my God, this is so cool. And I wonder, like, do we have any carbon fiber material that will be put into use soon?
Well, because of the price, now we are still doing the
Can take a
trial
short walk
operation and testing. But now, in fact, there are already some local government are very interested in this kind of
I see.
very conceptual idea.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's like super cool and very scientific stuff.
Yes, I think in the very near future we will see our carbon fiber train running on one of those cities in China.
Yeah, of course. I'm so looking forward to that. And here we may have to wrap up our journey today at CRRC Sifang. In Oak.
Ah,
Okay,
really?
I'm sorry.
Cool.
Sorry for that. And welcome to leave any comments or questions if you have, and we'll have engineer Dai Shilong to
Sure.
answer for that. So, is there anything you want to say to our fans who are watching here?
Yeah, sure. So if you want to know what is the history of Chinese railway industry, especially for the rolling stock, you come to CRRC Sifang. If you want to see the most cutting-edge technologies, what is newest for now, you come to CRRC Sifang. And
Of course.
if you are very interested in the future technology for railway transportation, come to CRRC Sifang. So
Sure.
you are always welcome.
So thank you so much for staying with us to explore the past, present, and future of China's high-speed trains. Thank you.
Thank you.